Hey, this is your boy, real estate coach and mentor, Anthony Leggins, and I want to welcome you to another episode of How to Buy the Good. And you know, man, I'm always excited, man, to bring this show to you. And today, I am very excited to have our special guest, Mr. Theo Elias, in the house. He is the owner of Welcome Home Equities, LLC. And he's known for wholesaling out here, but he's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman, and he does a lot of things out here. We're going to get off into him being able to share some of his knowledge and experience with him buying and investing in properties here in the hood. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you, Mr. Elias. Thank you for joining the show today. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I want to thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. You know, I just gave you the little light introduction, man. I really want you to tell the people everything that you do, man, because, you know, I can't give it its due justice.
Right. I feel you. Well, basically, man, I started in real estate back in 2013.
Okay.
A lot of people may know about this company. They hold a lot of seminars throughout Metro Detroit called Fortune Builders, right? So,
Right.
One day,
yeah.
you know, I'm riding in the car and I hear this commercial over the radio. So I'm like, man, you know, that sounds pretty interesting. So I memorized the number. So I called the number. They were like, yeah, okay, we got you down for the meeting. So I'm like, yeah. So I go to the first meeting. It was like a 1 day meeting. So I'm like, yeah, you know, this is feeling good. So after the 1 day meeting, it's like, okay, you got to come back to the 3 day meeting. So I go to the 3 day meeting. The 3 day meeting, I was in there like 8 hours a day for the whole 3 days. So after the third day, that's when they hit you with that price. Like, okay, this, you know, we done told you about the program. This is what it's gonna cost. So I was like, man, this is a lot of money. I'm like, wow, they really charging this much money for this stuff? I'm like, wow.
Yes.
I seen all them people jumping up to purchase. I'm like, man, okay, go ahead. I'm about to go ahead and grab this program. So I grabbed the program. Once I grabbed the program, man, I just dove into it. You know, I just immersed myself into the program and just started studying, man. Just studying. You know, so I just started implementing what I was learning. You know, so I think it took me like 2 months to do my first deal. 2 months.
Wow. So, that's not bad though.
Yeah. So after a couple of months doing my first deal, you know, I just started doing it full time. You know, before that, I had a career in movie and stage, setting up the movies and the stages throughout Metro Detroit, you know, in all of the theaters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I just stopped doing that, man, to do real estate. So I've been doing it full time ever since 2013. I've been coaching students. I actually been coaching students for the Fortune Builders company. So
okay.
I coach students like all over the country. You know, people who would book calls with me. They would be in another state and want to book a call with me just to learn how to wholesale property. So I got pretty good at it, man.
Up, man.
I've done it. I've been doing it full time. Done like hundreds of deals. I bought properties. You know, I've done other investments. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it.
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. That's a beautiful story, man. You know, that's, you know, just to be riding and just it caught your ear, man. Cause I mean, you know, I be hearing those commercials too, man. You know, they come to town and, you know, I've been to those events too, man. And sometimes when they hit you with that price, man, I'm like, that's my cue.
That's right.
You know, no, it's all good, man. I actually subscribe to Fortune Builders Wealth Fit, man, and take a lot of their classes, man. So that they have through their website. So I'm very familiar with them, man. I like their material. You know, they have some good solid stuff. You know, so I even recommend them. So I'm not even gonna be like, hey, just mess with me. You know, I recommend them, man. They have some great classes, great material, and I think I only pay like $49 a month, man, for access. So you know, and I get access to all of their courses, man. So it's a pretty cool deal, man. But yeah, that's That's what's up, Theo, man. What was it about real estate that made you like this is what I want to do instead of this movie thing? Was it the money or was it something else up to it?
Man, you know what? It was just the thought of building wealth. Like I knew that owning real estate, that's the path to building wealth, like owning things. You know, like the thought of me owning stuff, that's what excited me. You know, like the thought of owning the house, owning the
Yeah.
building, you know,
Yeah.
being like the moguls, you know, like I would watch P. Diddy and Master P and all of
Yeah.
these people, you know, they owning stuff, you know, they have all these different businesses, and I'm like,
Ownership.
man, that was inspiring to me, you know. So I knew that once I started doing deals and you know getting those checks, I was like, yeah, this is for me. So I mean, of course, I'm gonna do it for the money.
Yeah.
But I'm not really doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the
Right.
freedom. You know.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing it for the freedom. You know.
There it is. There it
Yeah.
is, man. That freedom, man. You can't can't put a price tag on that, man. Just to be able
Right.
to have the freedom to, you know, do what you want to do, spend some time with your family, kids, you know,
Absolutely.
take a little trip, you know, just
Absolutely.
whatever, man, without having to schedule it with your employer and,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
lose
Mhm.
time off. And I mean, you know, it's just, I was sitting there thinking about that today, man, because I like to take walks every day, you know, weather bearing or whatever, you know, however you call it. But I was sitting there thinking, man, it's a lot of people, man, that work, man, that make good money, right?
Mhm.
And they work at the plants, you know, especially like here, man. You know, a lot of guys working at them plants making big money, but they're working, man, 10, 12-hour shifts, 6, 7 days a week, you know,
Right.
sometimes to get that money. And
Right.
then I deal with a lot of people, man, that they don't even have the time to spend it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mhm.
they don't even have the time to enjoy it.
Right.
So, you know, I'm with you, man. This is a pathway to not just building wealth, man, but that freedom, you know, that time,
Mhm.
which none of us, you know, can buy, you know, back.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know,
That's interesting. You said that, man. Like because to piggyback off of what you said about they don't have the time to enjoy you know, enjoy the money or whatever. That's the same thing with if you paying a mortgage on a house. Like if you working 12 hours a day, 13, 14 hours a day, and you paying a mortgage on a house, like you don't even have time to enjoy the house that you're paying for because
Right.
you ain't really there.
Right.
Like you probably sleeping there, but you gone all day.
Right.
You gone all day paying money for a house, and you can't really enjoy it. You can't just. You don't have to. Basically, what I'm getting at is you don't have the freedom to enjoy it because you in servitude to something where you got to trade your time in to get money. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to piggyback off of what you just said, man. You know.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you sharing that too, Theo. I think that was important to share too, man. I want to know, man, while you know, Theo, you deal with a lot of wholesalers and you did a lot of coaching, man. What type of advice right now could you give to you know, new people that are looking to, you know, get involved? Because that's what we're trying to do, is trying to inspire people to get involved in real estate, to become owners, whether, you know, homeowners or investors, you know, in that fashion. Like what you deal with a lot of new people, man. So like what advice do you typically give?
I typically would say make sure that you connect with like the right mentors. You know, you want to connect with the right like-minded people. You know, if you want to be something, or if you want to advance, you want to be around people that's already doing what you want to do. So, you know, you want to create a circle where the people that's in your circle are, you know, are the people that you want to be like. You know, I would say that's number one. Now, another thing I would say, just educate yourself, man. Educate yourself in a specialized knowledge, because that's really why people suffer is because the lack of knowledge. Like, if
Yeah.
you read the Bible, it say that's why people suffering, because the lack of knowledge. It ain't because you ain't got no money. It's because
Right.
you don't know how to raise the money.
Right.
So, or you don't have the skill to generate the cash flow. It's a
Right.
specialized knowledge, you know. So I would say,
Yeah.
you want to educate yourself. Because remember, when you asked me how did I get into real estate, I told you that I totally immersed myself into the program. I did a lot of studying, you know. But not only did I study, I went out there and I implemented what I learned. So it's kind of like go hand in hand. You want to study and then you want to go take action.
There it
So
is.
I would say, like I said, like just getting the right mentors and educating yourself, and you want to make sure that you're doing things with integrity. You know, you don't want to be out here being sloppy and, you know, making a bad reputation for yourself, because the real estate business is a small world. You know, your name name get around quick. Your name get around quick if you're doing some bold stuff. So that's pretty much it, man. I would say those three things, man. And last but not least, don't give up. Like, you have to have the same type of enthusiasm when you're failing as if you do it when you win it.
Yeah.
You have to have that same type of fire and you know, that fire that's going to keep you going. You know, you have to have it in you, man. You can't just let it die out, because if you do, that's it, man. It's like a freight train, you know, like a freight train. When it first start off, it's slow, but once it get going, you know, it's hard to stop. So that's for anything you do, man. You know, you want to keep, don't give up. You know, just keep going, man. You know.
Yeah, man. I got. Yeah, Theo, that's what's up, man. That's 100, man, because a lot of people don't recognize how close they are to success when they give up, man. Like, they at that breaking point, they stressed, they been putting all this energy out here, and they're not seeing that quick, immediate result that they done heard on, you know, some, you know, YouTube channel, you know, or whatever, you know, like the gurus, you know, tell them, you know. And they quit, man, right when they're about to just really be there. They just need to tweak just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Tweak their stuff a little bit, you know. But I use the analogy sometimes too, like, you know, you don't want to just jump into deep water without knowing how to swim. You know, you can't be you know, I recommend that you don't be a new real estate investor or a wholesaler coming up against a very experienced investor without knowing what you're, you know, talking about or what you're doing, because they're gonna be able to peep that right away.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you gotta be able to study. You know, like Theo said, you know, you got to immerse yourself in it. You know, when you're getting into it, you got to fully immerse yourself into it, because you got to know. You know, I can tell Theo's a very smart man, because he wanted to make sure he knew what he was talking about, what he was doing before he really jumped off into it too deep. You know, there's things you can take and then get started, but you got to keep, like he was saying, you got to just keep on studying and keep on immersing yourself in it and keep on going and don't give up, you know?
Absolutely.
But Theo, man, I want to know a little bit about, like, where's your primary focus with your investments and what you do?
Primary focus is cash. I would say passive cash flow. So that would be notes, buy and hold real estate, stocks, you know, stock investing, also like affiliate marketing.
Oh, okay.
You know, just different. You know, my focus is passive cash flow. So I want my money to work for me, you know, because if it's not working for me, I'm gonna keep working until I die. You know, so that's really my focus, man. It's just really educating myself on how to raise capital to purchase assets and let that asset, you know, pay off the debt, you know, things like that. Or like I said, stocks, notes, things of that sort, you know.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah, you got your hands in multiple streams of income.
Oh, absolutely,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
That's what I was taught. You need to have a
Oh
multiple
yeah.
streams, man.
Yes, sir.
You know,
No doubt. No
yeah, you gotta
doubt.
have multiple. So
Got to, man. You got to, man. You know, I want to ask you, like, with the real estate. I mean, I know you've done a lot of rehabs and flips and things of that nature out here. Like, you know, tell me, you know, about some of the challenges you might have faced, you know, dealing with the properties in the hood.
wow. I mean, just well, as far as rehabs, just babysitting contractors.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, man, a lot of the challenges was like just not knowing what's behind the door, like going in the vacant house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a challenge right there, like just not knowing what's
Yeah.
on the other side of that door. You
Yeah.
know. So, and another challenge, man, a lot of challenges, I noticed in Detroit is like the title issues, man. You get all the way to the closing table and then
Yeah.
the title is messed up. Like, you got to
Yeah.
pull the FOIA.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, I've
uh,
had that so many times.
yeah, man. But other than that, man, Detroit is a gold mine, man. If that's why you, in the beginning of our conversation, how you was mentioning how all the foreigners are coming here buying up the land because they
Yeah.
know that Detroit is a gold mine,
Yeah.
But we don't know it. We don't know it, man. We out here
Right.
throwing trash out in front of our own house. Like we
Man.
parked at a red light throwing out trash.
Right.
Man,
Right, man.
that's another challenge. Seeing that. That's
Right.
another challenge, man. Just seeing our own people just not really, taking
No
care of the
pride.
no pride, man. No pride
You
in
know,
the community,
and my
And,
thought process on that, Theo, is that pride comes through ownership. See,
yeah.
when you're renting, you're not really caring too much. I mean, I know you probably, dealt, I don't know if you've done any property management, but, I've done a lot of property management and
Mhm.
deal with renters, man. And some of them just, you don't care for that house, another person's house so much you're going to care for your own. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna care more for a block that you own 2, 3, 4 houses on than a block that you just renting on. You know,
Right. Right.
so
Absolutely.
it's you're gonna not want people tossing trash out their window, or if you own that vacant lot that they throwing it on. You know, what I mean, it's
Right.
just that ownership, man. That's where that I feel like that pride is gonna come from. But I'm with you, man, because I talk to a lot of people that get discouraged too sometimes. They come in and want to beautify the neighborhood and do do a garden, grow vegetables and, do things to beautify, man, but they can't seem to get the other people on board, you know?
Mhm.
So, I just feel like you, man, it's a gold mine opportunity, man. And we're allowing it to be taken right from up underneath our feet, man. We're gonna look up and we're gonna be living on the other side of 8 Mile.
I think the best thing to do, man, is like set an example. Like
Yeah.
starting with, just for example, when you mentioned the lots or whatever, like buying up the vacant lots and beautifying them or whatever. Like I think if one person just started a lot, like maybe a garden or something, and just showed everybody, like, look what I'm doing, and they started
Yeah.
producing like some vegetables or something, and start selling them to the neighborhoods. They be like, dang, they done got this lot. They got a nice little business. Let me go
Yeah.
ahead and do mine. I think
Right.
that'll start like a domino effect with everyone, because just them seeing, an example, a demonstration,
Right.
that's inspiring,
Yeah.
So even with the wholesaling, because when I first started wholesaling, man, I didn't see it this industry as saturated as it is now with all the wholesalers and people, thinking about investing in stocks and all that. So I think it's good. But like I said, I think you just need to make sure that you educate yourself on doing it properly, because if you don't, you see like they passing all of this new legislation down, cracking down on, creating laws on, on wholesaling and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
so you want to make sure you educating yourself on You making sure you're doing the deals properly, and not creating like a bad reputation. You know.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Be wary of your reputation, because once you get a bad name out here on that real estate, nobody's gonna really want to mess with you, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you done. I mean, you know, you
Right.
try and flip property. I mean, you're gonna try and do the same, make the same mistakes over and over, instead of taking the time to just educate yourself and learn how to do it properly, like Theo just said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and which is something that I highly recommend as well. You got to learn how to do it the right way. You know,
Yes, sir.
One of my previous guests, man, he's a paralegal, man, and he was dealing with a situation where a guy was wholesaling, and now he facing like federal time because he didn't do it the right way. He didn't think he was doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the way that he was doing it, he was making guarantees on the returns. So like he was guaranteeing the investors X amount. No, so you're gonna get 12%, you know, guaranteed. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't guarantee any type of returns. I mean, you know, and it was some other things that he was doing as well that were, you know, a little sketchy, obviously, but yeah, you know, but he didn't take the time to know how to do it, you know, learn how to do it the right way, you know, and get caught up like that, man. So, you know, that's another thing you gotta look out for too. So keep that in the back of your mind, you know. But we really want to educate you, though. You know, we really want to encourage you and bring you into this game, you know. Just like, what do you think, Theo? You know, it would take to inspire more people, you know, to start taking action and start becoming owners and investors and really learning this real estate game?
Well, again, like I said, just setting an example. You know, just start doing it. You know, once people see you doing it, that's gonna be inspiring. Just like the dope game. You know, I know you probably around my age or maybe a little older, maybe younger. I don't know. Like the young guys coming up, they were inspired by the people that was getting money. You know, they saw them. They saw them, you know, as little youngsters. They saw them as role models, you know. So they were inspired by that.
Yeah.
You know, I think once we start, like you said, if we change the narrative and start doing it, that's going to be inspiring, you know. I don't think no other thing is really more inspiring than seeing someone else doing something. You know, I think that's really the most inspiring thing that can inspire somebody. Just seeing someone else do it and be successful, and and knowing that they came from the same place you came from.
Yeah.
That's inspiring, you know. Like, man, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
You don't get no more inspiring than that. Like, man, you done did it, I can do it too, you know. So
tell you.
I think that's what it is, man. Just going out here and setting an example, man. You know, like how we
we need more positive role models that's out here showing people that you can get, you know, money legitimately through this real estate, and also have a good name and reputation on top of that, you know.
You know what I want to piggyback off on again too, because I don't know if you was recording this, but you was saying something about
we recorded. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm talking about, I don't know if you were recording the statement when you was talking about
okay. Go ahead.
People make a lot of money, but they be spending it all the time.
Yeah.
I think what it is that, like, the people, even the people that work at the plants that's working all those hours, like I was saying, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think people have bad spending habits. So if you making all this money, you working 10, 12 hours a day, you know, don't have bad spending habits, you know. Like figure out a way to invest your money. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with working a job, but if you got bad spending habits, you just basically working to pay your bills every month.
Yeah.
You know? So if you got bad spending habits when you don't have a lot of money, having a whole lot of money is not going to help, because you're just going to have a bigger spending habit. You see what I'm saying? You still gonna have a spending habit. It ain't like you gonna get a whole bunch of money and be like, okay, I ain't about to spend no more money. Now I got all this money. You gonna be so excited you got all that money. You gonna be like, man, I'm about to get a boat. I'm about to get a Challenger, a Charge, a Hellcat.
Man, you be so surprised how fast that money go. You be looking up like, oh man, I spent it all. Like, oh wow.
But you looking good though. You shining.
Right, yeah, you fly though. You fly, man. You know.
Shining like a mug.
Yeah, I did that, man. Actually, I did that when I first started getting some serious money into real estate, man. I was blowing it, like you know, but yeah, I started coming to my senses, like, hold on now, especially when you had those months where it go like that, you know, and you be down a little bit, like, man, I just had 10, 20,000 last month.
Right. And I ain't got nothing in the pipeline.
Right. Yeah. So that's I agree with you, Theo, you know, and I think that you know, I'm 47, man, so I don't know how old you are, man, but you know, my parents, you know, they taught me a lot of great things, but they didn't really teach me how to save. You know what I'm saying? Because we were kind of, you know, poor, and you know, we weren't, you know, really able to save. You know what I'm saying, like that. So I never, you know, the money that we got in, you know, we spent. You know, so I had to teach myself how to save. How I taught myself, it sounds crazy, but I taught myself by saving pennies, because I'm like, and I told myself I'm gonna graduate to being able to start saving dollars and more. You know, and this was, I mean, you know, I ain't talking about like yesterday, man. I'm talking about, you know, about 20 years ago, you know, when I started really just getting serious about thinking about trying to start saving. Yeah. And, you know, you got to just start whatever you have to do to teach yourself. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not alone with, you know, not learning that very valuable trait, you know, to be able to save. And then, like Theo said, to be able to also have that money working for you, you know?
Right.
So, you know, I recommend, you know, learning how to save money, teaching your kids while they're young how to save money, working on that with my kids right now, you know what I'm saying, while they're young. Yeah. And, you know, but, you know, and then take that money and flip it into some real estate.
Yeah, and you know what, man? To be honest with you, what I would, if I was to give someone some advice, if I said, okay, what's faster, saving $1 million or going to borrow $1 million? What's faster, going to borrow $1 million?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that, like, you want to have, as an entrepreneur, you want to have the skill of being able to learn how to raise capital. You see what I'm saying? If you have the ability to send out an email and raise $1 million by sending the email, then that's good, man. You're a successful entrepreneur. You know, everyone can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to be spending all your time and years trying to save $1 million.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
No doubt about that, man. And I wasn't even trying to say that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting our people out here know that, you know, that I'm not trying to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, man, but you gave me, you know, gave me something to ask you. So I know you know a few different ways to probably go about raising capital, or, you know, to get the money to do real estate investments, man. Can you share just one?
Oh, man.
Just one.
I can share.
Just one, man. Just give them a teaser, man. No, I'm saying, yeah, just, you know, put one on there. If you want to tell a couple, man, you know, that's cool. But, you know, let's give them something, man, you know, they can work with.
I would say the first thing you want to do if you want to raise capital is to work on your personal credit. Work on your personal credit, work on your business credit, because that's the first step right there, is raising capital. Like, if your credit's straight, you can get access to a lot of capital just by having decent credit. You know, that's all they want to know. What's your credit score? What's your credit score? You know, let me see what that's looking like. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would say like the money that you're getting, be working on your credit, man. Like get your credit report, look at them, look at all the negative stuff that's on your report, and start just getting it off, disputing it, whatever you pay it or whatever you got to do, man. I would say that's the first thing, man. You know, work and educating yourself on how to build business credit and getting business funding, because there's a lot of opportunity for businesses. You know, like how you see with all the different PPP loans and all this stuff. They, you know, what I'm saying, they giving it to us, man. If you establish, so that's one of the main things I would say right there, and that go with you for like the rest of your life. You know? So yeah, man.
That's some great advice, Theo, man. That's some great advice. Like what do you think is like one of the most creative deals that you've ever put together?
The most creative?
Yeah.
Oh man. I remember I did a deal, man. Man, I'm so creative, man. I do a lot of stuff. People, they don't have no idea what I'm doing. I do a lot of automation, you know, where I would, you know, create like a spreadsheet, and then I would have all of these contacts on a spreadsheet.
Right.
And then I would probably upload a spreadsheet into a software and just send out a bunch of offers. So one time I did that with a list, and you know, a lot of times people send out a postcard or people may send out a letter. I'm sending out an offer. Like I'm sending you a purchase agreement. I'm sending the purchase agreement.
Yeah.
I'm not sending you no postcard. I'm not sending you no. I'm sending you a purchase agreement. Like here's the offer for your house. You know. So I did that, and somebody signed it, and I think I made like about 10,000 off that deal.
What?
I made 10,000 off that deal, man.
Oh,
so
wow.
He signed it, and then I called him like, hey, I got the purchase agreement you signed. You know, we started talking, and I ain't even seen the house or nothing.
Wow.
Like that's what I was like,
wow, man.
Yeah, so that's one of the most creative deals I've done.
That's very creative, man. I've never heard of. Because I get some of those like, you know, when you go in to collect, you know, clean out the mailboxes of your investment properties and stuff sometime, and I get those letters and postcards like, you know, I want to buy your house and stuff, but I never like opened it up and seen an actual offer, because sometimes I'll take the letter and I'll save the information so I can have some, you know, wholesalers or, you know, people that I know, like, hey, there's some investors looking in this area. I can go into my little file here, see if any of these people are interested, type of thing. Yeah. But never have I seen just a flat out. I would probably look like, man, what?
Right.
Yeah, that's extra creative, Theo, man. That's beautiful, man. That's a lot of game, man. You know, I think you shared a lot of, man, wisdom with us today, my brother, man. We going to get ready to wrap it up, man. You know, I just want to know, do you have anything else you want to share before we get up out of here?
Oh, man. I would say, man, keep God first, man. The most successful investors that I've been around as millionaires, man, they have a real strong relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, man, make sure God is in your life and in everything you do, and keep pushing. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Keep educating yourself. Be around the right people, and you're gonna be all right, man. You know, that's what I would say.
Man, yes, sir, man. I love it, man. That's beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing that, Theo, man. Appreciate you, brother, man. So, you know, this is your boy, real estate coach and mentor, Anthony Leggins, with special guest, Mr. Theo Elias, up in the house.
What up, though?
Yeah, hey, we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace out, brother.